and welcome to this presentation based upon Afterpay and their competitive advantage. Today, myself, Matthew Sellars, along with Joe, Swain, and Revo, will be critically analysing the following three areas and determining whether overall Afterpay likely has a competitive advantage against its rivals. These three areas are the internal environment, the external environment, and the business level strategy that we believe the organisation applies. To start with, I'll give a brief background on Afterpay and Afterpay Touch that it's now known as. The industry of Afterpay Touch is a buy now, pay later industry in the retail technology sector. Afterpay Touch, originally formed in 2015 and joining with Touch Corp in 2017, is a technology-driven payments company whose mission is to become the #1 leading retail technology company in the world. Their joint venture with Touch Corp created the opportunity to become truly global. Afterpay Limited is a locally owned and publicly listed company deriving most of its revenue from providing buy now, pay later services. They also have associations with large businesses such as 7-Eleven and Optus, in particular being an integral part of the 7-Eleven fuel lock application success. Afterpay Limited operates in the industry through its Afterpay AU segment, which BNPL services in Australia. Now moving on to the internal environment and the core competencies. Core competencies are capabilities that serve as a potential source of competitive advantage over its rivals. Capabilities, stemming from both intangible and tangible resources, are the foundations for a particular company's core competencies. In the resource-based view, or RBV, these core competencies need to be valuable, rare, non-substitutable, and costly to imitate. This creates the greatest chance of sustained competitive advantage. Globalization and the internet have made it increasingly difficult for firms to find ways to develop sustainable competitive advantage. With the ease of information, businesses are finding it increasingly more difficult to create the objectives set out in the resource-based view. In the case of Afterpay Touch, they've used these resources to widen their brand further and penetrate a worldwide opportunity. Afterpay and Touch saw an opportunity to join and create a greater opportunity by tapping into each other's strengths. Afterpay with its BNPL model, and Touch Corp with its wider range of technologically based business opportunities. As explained in the following slide, this has created a significant opportunity for this company to take advantage of. So the core competencies for Afterpay Touch include their system of easy, scheduled installments of 4 payments. Despite other rival companies having setups that include installments, none of them offer the same setup every time. With Afterpay Touch, every item that is bought using their system has a 4 installment payment, whilst providing certainty to the buyer and knowing exactly what they've got and how they need to pay from here. Afterpay Touch is available at stores both online and in the store itself. It has set itself as a reputable brand that is relied upon by many businesses, and this option gives the customer more exposure to their company and also more options. Rival companies tend to offer their service for online only. However, having this multifaceted approach assists Afterpay in their uniqueness in the industry and also for their marketing. Along with this, a high marketing point for their service is the level of security and anti-fraud measures they have to ensure customers feel secure about using this service, and it's especially important online. This, along with the partnership with Touch to create the Afterpay Touch service, has given this company the service of Afterpay with the innovative technological advancements and opportunities that Touch can provide. After finding larger businesses to use the product, Touch has since assisted the relationship further by developing apps for them, in particular with the 7-Eleven app, with Afterpay involved, and this increases their uniqueness and imitability for rivals. I'll now pass this on to Revo to continue our presentation.
Now on to the external environment of Afterpay Touch. We will be discussing the industry attractiveness of the buy now, pay later industry. According to Porter, the 5 competitive forces provide a framework for identifying the most important industry developments, as well as anticipating their impact on industry attractiveness. The industry attractiveness, or so-called the profit potential, is explained by the Porter's 5 forces model. So firstly, we're going to start with threats of new entrants. New entrants, according to Porter, brings new capacity and a desire to gain market share that puts pressure on prices, cost, and the rate of investment necessary to compete. According to Wu, the buy now pay later industry exhibits moderate barriers to entry, which have increased over the past 5 years. In addition to that, there are challenges in creating software and platforms required for operating in this industry. In addition to that as well, there are also numerous choices and forms of payment emerging due to rapid technological advancements. For our bargaining power of suppliers, according to Wu, medium to high amount of suppliers in the buy now pay later industry. There is actually no supplier that actually sells a unique product. They are selling products that are relatively common in the market, such as third-party companies that provide security encryptions, firewalls for Afterpay and its competitors for its main purpose of security and privacy. For our bargaining powers, according to Porter, buyers are powerful if they have negotiating leverage relative to the industry participants, especially if they are price sensitive, using their clout primarily to pressure price reductions. In the case of Afterpay, there is actually no switching cost for Afterpay. Consumers can just switch to other payment methods such as cash, card, or other competitors by just simply stopping the use of Afterpay. There is also very low differentiation between services served by direct competitors of Afterpay. The only difference is its partner companies. So in this case, Afterpay is partnered up with Optus and 7-Eleven, while its direct competitor Zipco is partnered with Bunnings Warehouse, Target, and Big W. For the threat of substitute products, according to Porter, a substitute performs the same or similar function as an industry's product by a different means. The buy now pay later industry is characterized by its high market share concentration. The industry operators face a high level of competition from a range of external sources such as cash, check, money transfer, debit and credit cards, and other digital platforms. In addition to that, the quality of service of other options such as card, cash, or check may be satisfactory to certain people in this certain market, so it's basically personal preference. For our intensity of rivalry between competitors, it's actually quite high for this industry. According to Porter, rivalry among existing competitors takes many familiar forms, including price discounting, new product introductions, advertising campaigns, and service improvements. All operators in the buy now pay later industry actually fundamentally offer the same service. That is, services providers actually allow consumers to make purchase of a good or service without actually having to make the payment upfront, and instead making repayments in installments over a period of time. According to Wu, the competition in this industry is extremely high and the trend is increasing. Industry operators represent only one way of paying for goods and services. Consumers and businesses can pay with cash, debit, and credit cards and other digital payment providers. For our strategic group map, we decided to categorize it based on service assistance and marketing efforts. In addition to that, we decided to make 5 different strategic groups: cash, bank checks and loan, digital wallets, cards, and the buy now pay later industry services. As you can see, cards and bank checks and loans have the same amount of service assistance, while credit card have more of an aggressive marketing, while bank checks and loan have more of a passive advertising. Cash, of course, is very self-service and has no marketing at all. Our buy now pay later services is quite aggressive in advertising and has a medium amount of service for customer problems or inquiries. As you can see, for the buy now pay later industry, the major players are Afterpay, Zipco, Flexi Group, and Splendid. Lastly, our digital wallets have a minimum customer service and a medium amount of advertising. Now on to Swain and Joe to explain about Afterpay's business strategy.
In order to determine the business level strategy that Afterpay Touch has applied in their operations, we have to look at 2 different measures: the target market as well as the type of competitive advantage Afterpay Touch is trying to pursue. The market that Afterpay targets is a broad cross-section of buyers. Afterpay Touch targets its BNPL services to customers of over 27,000 online merchants from varying categories as listed on their app. In addition, Afterpay has internationalized its business, expanding the reach of its market. And the second measure is the type of competitive advantage that Afterpay pursues. This is measured as such due to the intense rivalry the increasing diversity of buyer needs, rapid change in technology, as well as the expected increase of new entrants coming to the market. Therefore, differentiation is needed for Afterpay Touch. By analyzing both measures, we believe that the business level strategy that's applied by Afterpay Touch is the broad differentiation strategy. So, what exactly is broad differentiation strategy? As defined by Thomson, broad differentiation strategy seeks to differentiate the company's product offering from rivals with superior attributes that will appeal to a broad spectrum of buyers. Differentiation strategy means that a unique customer proposition value should be offered to make Afterpay Touch appeal more to its target clients. The strategy achieves its aim when an attractive wide range of clients with large number of Afterpay users are interested and attached to Afterpay's unique attributes and offerings.
Differentiation requires the provision of uniqueness. And Afterpay's effort to pursue an effective broad differentiation strategy, they have to focus and utilize their own uniqueness drivers. Uniqueness drivers are basically important factors that give businesses like Afterpay Touch a strong effect in differentiation. Based on Michael Porter, the drivers of uniqueness that are decision variables for the firm are quality control processes, product features and performance, customer service, product R&D, technology and innovation, input quality, employee skill, training and experience, as well as sales and marketing. Afterpay Touch, as a market leader, has actually effectively utilized all of the various different drivers of uniqueness mentioned by Porter in their operations. However, in this case, the two most significant factors that Afterpay Touch focus on to achieve competitive advantage are technology and innovation, as well as product features and performance. On the technological side, Afterpay has been highly unique and innovative by being one of the first, if not the first company providing BNPL services back in 2015, initiating the start of a whole new, innovative BNPL industry. Afterpay has also partnered up with a technology partner called Touch Corp that provides a substantial competitive advantage by developing the innovative Afterpay system. Afterpay's technology platform comprises of two key innovative components, the Transaction Integrity Engine, as well as the Afterpay operating platform in Australia. Last but not least, in terms of technological security, Afterpay and Touch Corp maintains the highest level of transaction security in the industry under the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standards, or shortly known as PCI DSS. Based on their product, or in this case service, features and performance, Afterpay has achieved competitive advantage by firstly featuring more than 27,000 online merchants across health, retail, services and other through their app, giving a wide range of shopping experience choices for their broad target market. Afterpay Touch provides a reliable risk-free solution by eliminating credit and fraud risk for merchants, as well as a new, easy and secure method of payment for customers. Based on customer reviews, easy process of approval and login, as well as easy integration for returns or refunds, has been a desirable feature for customers. Last but not least, with the highest purchase limit of up to $1,500 for customers, Afterpay gained a competitive advantage as customers would prefer their service compared to the lower limits offered by other rivals. So in conclusion, Afterpay Touch has risen to be a market leader in the innovative yet competitive Australian BNPL industry with remarkable competitive advantage over their rivals. The advantage has been a result of their first mover advantage, solid internal based core competencies, as well as their broad differentiation strategy, which focuses on technology and product features as their business level strategy. Therefore, in order to maintain their market performance, Afterpay Touch will have to continue to innovate and maintain their reliability as well as reputation as a platform to stay ahead of their rivals. So that concludes our presentation. Here are the references and thank you for listening to our presentation.